Okay, yay, we're recording. Awesome. There are like pictures going behind that camera or that that screen. It's a little confusing. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna mute everybody real quick. I forget to do that sometimes. Manage. You guys all muted yourselves anyway, which is awesome. But I'm going to do that. It'll be good. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. I'm really excited about tonight. I don't know where to look. Mostly because I really, really, really want to continue this getting together, just our team, guys. I've had this vision of our team being our own team, doing nation calls and having nation meetings together as our own team for a very long time. And I love Alyssa, and her leadership is incredible. But it's one of these things where I'm like, I want to do that. Actually, you guys can only see my black screen, huh? And then you see my face. Hey, oh shoot, hang on. I'm gonna try and get it to where I brought my audio in. Let me see here. Let's see here. Sure. Hang on. Ah, sorry. Oh my word, I don't know how to stop that. Okay. Sorry. It's because I'm on this one. Okay, can you hear me? Oh my gosh, but now I can't hear you guys. Okay. Oh, well, you guys are muted. That's why I can't hear you. Okay, this is just a little confusing, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having to use two different devices because my screen won't work on my other computer, but I need to record it on the computer, so I can't leave. So anyway, I'm really excited to get with you guys tonight, mostly because this is where I see our team headed. I see Rachel's region headed to nation very quickly. I see us doing our own thing as a nation there. Not very long after that, I see us doing our own things as a nation too. And so I really want to start empowering you guys, you women right now, into this role of leadership, because I see so many of you really acting in leadership ways and representing in that way, and that I want most of you guys to have an opportunity before we make it to that place where it seems a little bit scary to do that. I want you guys to have the opportunity. So we're going to use this as a way to do that. And then at our retreat, we've got a few people sharing that I haven't shared before in a group setting. And so I'm really excited for them to do that too, just for that stepping up into leadership. I see it happening. I see us kind of widening this leadership pool of people to step up and to start sharing their heart, sharing where they're going, sharing to inspire other people. Because guys, you're going to get tired of hearing just from me, and you're going to get tired of hearing just from specific leaders. And so I really want you to get to know other people, because you're going to connect differently with different leaders. So I have a handful of favorites that anytime I get to hear them, I'm like, yes, like I've got my notebook ready. I'm so excited, and it's few and far between that I get to hear them. And I want you to find yours. I want you to find the ones that you connect with in Arbonne, because they help you become a lifer in Arbonne. And being a lifer in Arbonne is a really big deal. We talked about that a bunch at our retreat this summer. The retreat that we're doing this weekend, I'm super excited about, you guys. I have been losing sleep over it because I can't wait to really get to share with you guys the vision that I have, and to treat you guys with just some really awesome quality time, and to get to know each other. It's going to be an intimate group, which I love. My very first retreat I earned was, there was only 8 people that went on the retreat, and it was amazing. And it was really great because there was lots of really good quality time. Now, granted, we stayed the night and we did things for a couple days, but I think there will be time for that here at this retreat, and I'm really excited for it, especially for those of you who are going to earn it to be there the Friday night before. So really excited about that. But here's some things that are coming up I want you guys to know about. Tomorrow night, November 9th, yoga in Edmond. So this is for all you that are in the area that want to drive or that are in the Edmond area to go to yoga at One Healthy Bod, and that's going to be with Deanna and Cecilia. So no, it's not just okay, let's go have fun and do some yoga. They're actually going to be sharing the Arbonne story. And guys, that's pretty powerful to hear from two of the top 5 income earners, their story, their journey. And Cecilia has a heart of gold. She's the #1 income earner in all of Arbonne. We don't get to spend very much time with her at all because a long time ago, Deanna split her meetings from her. So I've always been kind of under Deanna's wing, which is a direct national vice president to Cecilia. And Deanna Heron is an incredibly successful woman in Arbonne as well. And she's the #6 income earner in all of Arbonne. And so those two women are sharing their story, their passion, their journey, and telling other people why they should do what we're doing in Arbonne. So I'm really excited for that. That's tomorrow night. Yoga will be for 30 minutes at 8 o'clock. And then from 8:30 to 9, we're going to share the Arbonne story. I'm pretty sure that's about the time frame we'll do that at. So November 9th is that one. November 14th is our Teacher Around the Table in Edmond. Now, you've heard some rumors about what kind of dishes we're going to be serving at that and what we're doing for that. This is what we talked about today. I'm really excited about this because I feel like it's really simple for us, but it's great for the people that are coming. So it's good for both sides. Get people there to both of these because we're doing them the exact same. The one in Woodward, which is going to be on the 16th, and then the one on the 14th, they're going to be identical. And so we're going to do more of like a stew or a soup or something like on those terms, something that's fun and warm and yummy. But we're going to be giving out recipes for people to have for sides for Thanksgiving, for desserts for Thanksgiving. It's going to get people so excited. I got the document today. There's a ton. They're basically going to be leaving with a pamphlet to be able to make an entire Thanksgiving meal clean. Totally clean, which is awesome. And so you've got people telling you, oh, I need to wait for the holidays. No, you don't. You have a packet of papers to make it through the holidays because you can use it for Christmas as well. So we're going to do that as well at ours in Woodward on the 16th at 6:30. Okay, so Thanksgiving recipes. Be looking for the sign up. There will be a sign up coming out for that. So be looking for the sign up for that. For you to be able to sign up and bring food or bring sides or items, that kind of thing. Guys, I will tell you, I hear a lot, right? Especially right now, because all we're focused on is nutrition. Well, Thanksgiving. Okay, well, Thanksgiving's one day. My birthday is one day. It's tomorrow. It's one day. I don't have to cheat. I went to a vegan restaurant yesterday with friends. Like, you don't have to cheat one day out of the 30. Wait till the end. And be one of those people who can help coach people through that, handle some of those objections. Because here's the deal. If you have clean eaters doing the clean eating program on Thanksgiving, about 10 times out of 10, especially if they're in Oklahoma, they're getting together with their family. And what are their family and friends going to say? What are you doing? Why are you eating that way? What are you drinking? What is that? Hello, way more exposure with people they probably don't connect with every single day that they've already been talking to. That's a second layer of exposure. So Thanksgiving's a fantastic time. Christmas is a fantastic time for your business. So that's why you have to be able to handle those objections for people saying, oh, I should probably wait till after the holidays. I get it. Say, I'm going to give you some awesome recipes to make it through the holidays. Would you be open to hearing about some of those so you can still get the results that you want? Maybe even have a jump start on the January diet you're wanting to do. So really be thinking creatively about that and think of it as a business advantage for you that you're contacting people right now because they're going to be able to talk to people during Thanksgiving, which is a great time. Black Friday, when they're out and they're tired and they're shopping and they're crazy and they've got their fizz sticks and they're full of energy. There's so much power there in that conversation that they are having with other people. Let them be your employees, right? Let them go bring you people because they're their walking advertisement for you, okay? But you've got to be talking to them now for that to happen then. Then we're going to, but first tonight, before I talk to you guys a little bit about my small short training that I'm going to do with you guys tonight, I asked Nancy, it says best mom ever on her little name tag there. I asked Nancy to jump on here and share a little bit about her story. So Nancy and I don't know each other outside of Hartley at all. She lives in Woodward. She is precious and she was super coachable on the 30 days to healthy living. And I've gotten to know her just a little bit through Hartley, but every time I've talked with her about her story and her nutrition journey, I've kept thinking, I need to put you on a microphone. Like, it is powerful, guys. And she has such a great testimony. And I asked her tonight to kind of share how she got, like, how she came to Arbonne, how Arbonne came to her, how it fell in her lap, kind of just like us. What were our hesitations, reservations? What were hers? And then what it's done since then. What's her journey been like since then? Because, guys, it's completely transformational. And I want you to have this so you know there's people out there. And Nancy is a perfect example of this. There are people out there they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they aren't out there advertising it. And they're not out there saying, okay, pick me, pick me, pick me. It's our job to ask. So I'm going to, before I say too much, I'm going to let Nancy share her story. I'm going to unmute you, Nancy. I'm going to let her share her story, and then I'll hop back on here whenever she's done. So I'm so excited. There we go. I got unmuted you. You're good to go.
Hey, I guess you guys can hear me okay. Well, as Jamie said, my name is Nancy Pope. Sorry it says best mom ever on here, but that's what my 14-year-old named my phone. So everything, when it connects to my pickup, it says best mom ever. And anyway, I know you guys are all good moms too, and I apologize for that. I'll try to get that changed. But I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey with Arbonne and kind of how it came into being. And I have known Harley literally since she was a baby, because her mom and I were in childbirth class together. So a little background, my oldest son, Logan, graduated with Harley. They've grown up together, been good friends. And so when Harley started doing Arbonne, she contacted me. She just texted me out of the blue one day and said, have you ever looked into the 30-day program? And I just had you on my heart, and I've been thinking about you. And at the time, I just really wasn't ready to hear it. And I come across people every day. They're like, oh yeah, that's great for you, but not so great for me. I like to eat too much. And I was one of those people. I also was paying for a knee surgery for my oldest son and had a lot of stuff going on financially that I needed to take care of. And so I just kind of put it on the back burner. But in the meantime, I'm a research guru. So I was on the internet. I was reading about the program because I'd never heard of it. I do have a friend that is in Arbonne that has MS, and she had never mentioned the program to me, which is, I still can't believe she's never mentioned the program to me, but I do know that she clean eats and she controls most of her symptoms by clean eating. And a little health history on me. I was diagnosed with a kidney disease several years ago that is autoimmune related, and I had to go on some pretty harsh drugs, steroids, which caused a lot of weight gain, and other drugs that compromised my immune system. Was just really unhealthy for several years, and it took a lot of medication to get that kidney disease back into remission. But those drugs took a toll on my body. I gained a lot of weight. I've had a hard time losing that weight up until now, and just was really not happy with my body. Fast forward to last spring, I started having a lot of joint pain. And I mean, pain that would keep me from getting out of bed of a morning. I was just hurting all the time, guys. It was just ridiculous. I'm 47 years old, and I should not be hurting this much. And I went to the doctor, had blood work done. My rheumatoid markers were positive, which is not a diagnosis, but it's an indication that you've got something autoimmune going on in your body. inflammation somewhere and your body's attacking itself, basically. My doctor wanted me to go to a rheumatologist. Um, and I'm thinking to myself all the time, I do not want to go down this road again with taking these drugs. They do terrible things to your body. Um, and the side effects of the medication, is it worth doing that to help your joint pain? And I just, so I was just laying in bed one night and my pain was so bad. It was just overbearing, and I had fallen into depression and sleeplessness. And I thought, I've got to do something. And I just kept in the back of my mind, I'd been thinking about a diet change and what it had done for other people. And so I called Harley the next day and I said, okay, I'm ready. I don't care how much it costs at this point. I just want to feel better. Um, Thankfully for me, it really doesn't cost that much. When you break it down to what you're spending per day, man, I'm saving money by being on Arbonne because of what I was spending in fast food, because I'm a busy mom on the go, the Cokes, the tea at the quick stop. I mean, all of that stuff. July 31st, I started my journey with the 30 days. Um, After a rough first 4 days, which Harley will tell you, I was a huge coffee drinker, and I had a little problems giving that up. But the fizz sticks got me through. The detox tea got me through, and I just started feeling better. By 2 weeks, my joint pain was, I would say, probably 75% gone. Still had a little bit, but every single day I started feeling better and better and better. At the end of 30 days, I had lost 17 pounds and 7.5 inches, and decided that this was a lifestyle change that I wanted to keep up with. Ordered more product, decided that, there are a few things that I like in my diet, that like cheese is kind of a big one for me. Did the next 30 days kind of 80-20, eating clean 80% of the time, kept up with my protein shakes as a meal replacement twice a day. Um, and just a couple weeks ago, on October 23rd, I started another 30-day detox, mainly because I wanted to. I've got 3 clean eaters that started that same day, and I wanted to be on the program with them as moral support. And it's just easier for me to teach if I'm living what they're trying to do. So I started another 30-day detox, and basically doing everything this time like I should be, except they're doing the cleanse this week and I'm not. So as of yesterday morning, I am up to 30 pounds in weight loss, and over 14 inches. I've gone down 2 pant sizes. It's just amazing, you guys. I shared with Jamie and Harley Thursday, I went to my nephrologist, my kidney doctor, and she wanted to know what I'd been doing. She's been trying to get me to clean eat for a couple of years now. She's real big on clean eating. She's a clean eater, and she's like, okay, what made you finally decide to do it? And I told her my story about laying in bed and hurting so bad. And she's like, so the poop got high enough, didn't it? And I'm like, well, except she didn't say poop. She used a 4-letter word. And I'm like, yep, that's exactly what happened. And if I had known that it would have been this easy, and I mean, why didn't I do this sooner? I'm just so thankful that Arbonne fell into my lap when it did, because I want to enjoy my kids while they're young. I want to be able to enjoy my grandkids when I have some someday. Surely one of my kids is going to get married eventually. And if not, then I guess I'll just take care of Harley and Brayton's kids and dogs and whatever. But anyway, you guys, it's just so easy. Arbonne makes it so easy. And, the best part for me has been the support. I couldn't have done this without our 30 Days to Healthy Living page, Facebook page, and the recipes. And I've been able to, by looking at those recipes, I've been able to go along and find other recipes and basically, modify those to fit my family and fit what I want to do. And it's just made it so easy. So that's my story. Go Arbonne. Tell everybody I'm an Arbonne snob now. So, if you want to know anything about Arbonne, nutrition, I'm your girl. So
Nancy, that story is amazing. I was like taking tons of notes, and you shared that so well. And I feel like as I'm sitting there listening to that, I'm thinking, man, like I said, so many people need to hear that story. Consultants who are fearful of talking to people need to hear that
exactly.
story, right?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Don't be afraid to share your story with someone. I've been sharing my story tons this week. I like Alyssa said, I've been on Facebook Messenger, and I see who's on Messenger, and I will just give them a quick message on Messenger, and it may not be somebody that I've talked to in, years, but I feel like, if Harley hadn't shared the story with me, I don't know where I would be right now. I'd probably be seeing a rheumatologist, and I would be on some yucky drugs that I don't want to be on. And, so I'm so thankful that she took that step and shared with me, even though it probably wasn't in her comfort zone at the time. And I just leave it with people. I left it with a girl in Amarillo a few weeks ago, and she called me this weekend, and she was like, okay, sign me up, I'm ready. And
awesome.
just put it, you're planting the seeds. I can't say that enough. You're planting the seeds.
Yeah, I love that. I love it, love it, love it. That's so true. I feel like some things that I wrote down, you got to reach out to everyone. You can't prejudge who's going to need this, who's going to want this. It's literally everyone. I've always categorized my business because I've always thought, well, they would be so great at what I do, or they probably want to host parties. No, we can talk to moms. We can talk to dads. I'm coaching 2 high schoolers through the program right now who don't need to lose a single pound or an inch, but they want to get healthy, and they want to have a healthy relationship with food, and for self-image, like to know that they can still eat but not have to be so conscious about, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? That confident self-image. And I feel like that's one of those things that we categorize people thinking, oh, they need to be like us or in the same life stage as us. And it's not true. They can be anybody. Another question I wrote down was, whose life are you changing? I think about, like you just said, had Harley not reached out to you, you don't know where you would be. She helped change your life. And I think about Rachel changing mine and offering Arbonne to me and giving me that gift. And how hard I was to even talk to about Arbonne. I didn't want anything to do with it. And I thought, and I told her just yesterday, she's changed my life. She's changed the way my family does almost everything because she kept asking me to take a look at this business. The other thing I wrote down was, how many people are you sharing this program with? I feel like it's so important when you look at, I counted up how many people I've actually just even reached out to, and it's not as many as I thought. Of course it's not, it's never is. It's not as many as I thought. I was like, oh, I'm getting up there. I'm really getting close to my 100 or whatever. And I was like at 60 something. And I thought, okay, I really got to keep going. I could knock this out in 2 days. If I did 15 today, 15 tomorrow, would be done. I could be talking to enough people, but it's really not about just 100, because somebody else is going to come to mind, and then somebody else is going to come to mind. And I tell you what, the people that have responded, it's been really interesting to me. The people that have responded to me, because I just felt this tug. And that's what Harley said to me. She goes, I just felt a tug. I felt, I don't know, I was really, like you said, Nancy, she was uncomfortable reaching out. She didn't know what to say, but she just did it anyway and she did it scared. And I'm really glad that she did. And Nancy said it too. How many people are you telling your story to? How many people are you telling your story to? Because Nancy's story is going to resonate with the people that she's supposed to be talking to. But your story, the story that you have with our 30 Days Healthy Nutrition or 30 Days Healthy Living, whatever that is, whatever your story is, if it's the chronic illness being gone, if it's, just losing the weight, having mental clarity, being able to sleep all night, what's your story? What is it? And how many people are you sharing that with? That's my favorite thing. When I get on that Facebook Messenger, that's what I do. I share my story. I just share it with people. And if they, I say, you know what, this might not be anything for you. That's fine. If it's not for you, it's totally fine. But what if it is? What if it is something for them? What if it's the life change for them, that they wake up in the middle of the night and they find you on Facebook and they say, I'm messaging her in the morning because I can't handle this anymore. What if that's you? What if that's you giving that gift away to somebody else? I loved how you said it's easier for me to teach it if I'm doing it with them. So doing the 30 Days Healthy Living, I could not agree with you more on that. That's so true. I'm the same. If I'm coaching people along the program, I want to be doing it with them because then I'm in the middle of it. It's just like whenever you get a new business consultant. If you've been out of the loop for a little while, you forget how to help them get coached. You forget how to talk to, if you're not talking to people, they're not going to know how to talk to people. And so, because you forgot how to do it. So it's really important that you're currently doing the program or you've done it recently. When was the last time you've done your 30 Days Healthy Living? I'm talking to all of y'all. So you can be doing the program either right alongside them or you're very fresh with it. You want to be able to coach people with your best knowledge about how you felt most recently doing the 7-day cleanse, what your experience was in the first 5 days of the program, if they're struggling with something. I had a text that right before I hopped on here tonight about a girl saying, okay, this might be weird, and I didn't get to read the rest of it, but I'm like, I'm sure I can relate to something that she's saying about the 30 Days to Healthy Living because I've done it. I love, I've heard this twice, once from Harley, once from Nancy. Why didn't I do this sooner? I wish I would have, Harley was, I wish I would have known about this before. Guys, sometimes we don't reach out to people because of our fear. And those people are going, I wish I would have known about this. I wish somebody would have told me about this. Why didn't I know sooner? There's so many people I've heard that about. And it's not just our 30 Days Healthy Living. It's Arbonne as a whole. I wrote this in big capital letters. You are someone's lifeline. You truly are. You're someone's lifeline. You are a wellness coach. You're someone's lifeline. And I want you to just because Nancy's story has been a big story for me on really being open to reaching out to everyone and not being scared to do it because it's changed her life and now she gets to do that to a lot of other people. And Harley had no clue what was going on in Nancy's health at all. And she just reached out. So Nancy, thank you again so much for sharing with all of us. You did awesome. You were so confident on for your first time training. You did great. So what I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about really quickly. So if you've got your notebooks handy, you might as well grab it because I'm going to be sharing a little bit about the scarcity mindset and what that is. Okay. I'm going to talk with you about 5 signs of a scarce mindset. And really the reason I want to talk to you guys about this is because it happens so quickly. It happens so quickly. You see somebody pop up into our 30 Days to Healthy Living or you see someone welcome 5 people into our 30 Days to Healthy Living and you think they've taken everybody. I can't talk to anybody. They took them all right there. Or, oh, I bet they've talked to everybody on their list. Well, I bet our list crosses over to their list. And guys, I will tell you, I have every single one of those silly thoughts and I have to shut them down. But the reason those thoughts will come up is because of a scarce mindset. You have to change your mindset. And I'm going to teach you how to do that tonight, but I want you to ask yourself some questions on how do I know if I have a scarcity mindset? How do I know if I'm breeding scarcity into my business or into the people that I'm talking to, or maybe even coming off desperate? That's what happens when we have a scarce mindset, and a scarce mindset will keep you like this, closed off, not serving anybody. You can't give when your hands are clenched and you're scared and you're holding on to things, right? So the number one thing, there's five signs of a scarce mindset. So you can say, yes, I'm that, or no, I'm not that, right? So these are just some statements I want you to write down. Number one is you believe that situations are permanent. So you have this belief, this thought process that situations are going to be permanent. Like, maybe you hear yourself say that, I'll never. Guys, I have completely banned words that that are like always, forever, never. It's going to always be that way. No, it's not. No, it's not. You have the power to change it. So that believing that situations are permanent is a scarce mindset. Okay, so we're going to go through the negative first, and then I'm going to finish with the positive. Number two is using words of scarcity, or maybe even having the thoughts of scarcity. So some scarcity thoughts might be, I'm not blank enough. I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday. She was talking about how she feels about the 30 days healthy living. And she's told herself, she goes, I caught myself today. I've told myself that I can't coach people through the 30 days to healthy living because I started and stopped 2 weeks in. I'm telling myself I can't coach people through it. That's junk. That's junk. If anything, she can become more relatable because people are going to want to quit right about 2 weeks in. She's going to say, no, you don't. And I'm going to stick with it with you. Okay. So I'm not blank enough might be a word of scarcity or a sentence of scarcity, or I can't blank. I can't speak like that. I'm definitely not going to talk to anybody on the phone like that. I don't know if I can text enough people. I don't have enough time in the day. Scarcity mindset. Okay. Number three, being envious of others. Number three, being envious of others. So here's the deal. That kills gratitude and it stokes the fire of scarcity. It just kills gratitude. And gratitude is kind of the antidote for scarcity. All-encompassing antidote for scarcity. And so if you've got this thinking of, oh man, I just wish my business looked like hers, or oh man, I just wish I had 7 cleaners like Rachel Dean, or oh man, I just wish I knew everything there was to know about the 30 days to healthy living, and so I can't talk to anybody, or but she knows it all, that's why she can talk to everybody. It's not true. It's just not true. Some people choose to do it. Some people don't, right? Some people choose to do it, some people don't. So don't be envious of others. Comparison is the thief of joy, okay? Comparison is absolutely the thief of joy. Number 4, not being generous. So another number 4 sign of scarcity mindset is not being generous. If we believe in lack, by default, we believe in giving less of ourselves. So we think, oh, I don't have anything to give. Have nothing to give. You're thinking, I can't give of my time. I can't give of my resources. I can't purchase any more product. So then you put that on other people as well. So you immediately think, oh, they don't have the income. They don't have the time. Guys, there's not a single person I can talk to at this point in my business and say, you're too busy to do Arbonne. Like there's not one person. There's not one person that can tell me they're too busy to do Arbonne, period. Because if they have a phone, which they're on almost all the time anyway, they can do Arbonne. So, period. End of story, end of sentence, right? Like there's just not anybody. So, but we start holding on to our things instead of being generous with what we have. And it creates that scarcity mindset. The last one is we overindulge. So this sounds kind of weird, kind of both sides of the fence here, but hear it out. The reason we overindulge is because of another temptation, which is that instant gratification, which leads to nothing good ever. You're satisfied for a moment. It's like temptation. We're satisfied for a moment when we give into it, and then dang it, you regret it, or you get sick and you got to run to the bathroom because you ate the cheese. That's always mine. Or my skin breaks out. I'm like, that so wasn't worth it. Or I get the headache because I had the sugar. Or I have a post-nasal drip because I ate the whatever, the gluten, or my belly's bloated. So, we can relate to nutrition all day long. But really, we overindulge because we have a scarce mindset, because we're scared. Because we're looking at what we're doing and we're thinking, well, I have to do it right now because I'm never going to get it. Okay, so that's 5 signs that we've got scarce thinking. So if you can say yes to any one of those, if you can say, man, I dealt with that today. I dealt with that today. Guys, I will tell you, there's times where I have to catch myself with scarcity mindset. And this is how we do it. I'm going to give you 5 ways to combat your scarce mindset, actually 6, okay? So the first one is I want you to create a vision board. It's like eating every meal like it will be your last. Yes, there's no point. It's silly. Creating a vision board, dreaming and believing for far more than you think is possible. That's the number one kind of combating to believing that situations are permanent. So if you look at these side by side, you believe that situations are permanent. No, you don't have to. Create a vision board. Dream bigger, dream beyond. Paint a bigger vision. Create some goals that make you sweat and think, what if I did have that? What if I did create that? What if I did build that orphanage in Africa? What if I did give, this is one of my favorite stories was Cecilia Stoll's story. It was the first time I ever heard her speak. She said her and her husband, what they used to make in a year, they now give away in a month. Are you kidding me? Like, what if we get to be the people that what we used to make in a year, we give away in a month? What if your goal was that big? That takes away the scarcity mindset, does it not? It takes it away because then you start dreaming and painting a bigger vision for that. Okay, so that creating a vision board is really simple. It doesn't have to be artsy fartsy or beautiful. It can be 5 images that really resonate with you, saying, okay, there's that village, there's that Africa village, or there's that missions, or there's my husband walking away from his job and going and pursuing a passion. Maybe it's on the golf course, whatever, but maybe that's what he wants to do. Okay. So number 2, so if we're going from using words of scarcity, so that was the negative, right? To creating affirmations. That's number 2. So we create affirmations. What's an affirmation? Sounds like such a self-help book. Okay. But really it's not. Creating affirmations are a way to combat negative thinking. And man, when I catch myself having stinking thinking, like my dad says, I love it. When I have myself some stinking thinking, I just flip it around. So instead of saying, I'm always late, say, nope, I'm always on time. I'm always on time. I get everywhere I need to be at exactly the right time. You know what happens when I start saying that about myself? I start doing that. I start getting there. So I'll say, here's another one. I always have 5 clean eaters to coach. Because maybe you're thinking, I'm never going to get my 5, right? Oh, I'm never going to get my 5. 5 by the 9th, that's a joke. I might as well just give up, right? So that's scarcity thinking. Instead, flip it. I always have 5 clean eaters to coach. Maybe make it 8. Maybe make it 10. Right? Or everyone wants to heal their body with food. Sorry. Everyone wants to heal their body with food. I love that. Everybody. Everybody. Then you're not going, well, oh my gosh, everybody's already been talked to. Because I've heard that before. Oh, well, Woodward saturated, or Edmund saturated, or Weatherford saturated, or they talked to her before I talked to her. Who cares? I'm glad somebody talked to her. I'm so glad somebody talked to her. So I say everybody wants to heal their body with food, okay? So number 3 of the scarcity mindset was being envious of others. So let's look at the positive side. Number 3 on the positive side, how to combat the scarcity thinking is celebrate others' success and genuinely be excited for them. Like, feel it. Go there. Someone promotes to RVP before you do and they came in after you did. Yes, it's success that you can go, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. Somebody has an ace running on their team and you've got 5 dead legs over here. Yes, be excited for them. Be excited that they've got an ace on their team and they're running and they're going and they're pace setting, because it shows you hope. It provides you hope. So when you change from being envious of others. You've got to change it to celebrating other people's success, genuinely celebrating other people's success. Something that Alyssa has several of us doing right now is sending just a word of encouragement to people. If it's a letter in the mail, or if it's a quick text, or sometimes it's a voice message that we'll send over, whatever, but just encouraging other people. Guys, that'll get you out of your stinking thinking so fast. Doing something for somebody else always helps, okay? So number 4 on the scarcity mindset was not being generous. So how do we flip it? Number 4, decide to open your heart to others. Guys, that's scary. Being vulnerable can kind of be scary. Sharing your why on this nutrition can kind of be scary because it's raw and it's real and it's your story. But what if you didn't share it? What if you didn't share that story? So you got to smile. You say kind words. Go out of your way to encourage someone or deeply connect with their story. Hear them. Don't hear how you could fit Arbonne into their life. Hear them. Hear their story. They will appreciate that so much. Return the words that they just said to you back to them. So like if someone tells me, man, I really feel like the holidays are really scary for me, and we already have so much income going out for the holidays. I'll probably have to wait till after Christmas to maybe even think about doing this. You know what I heard you say? This is what I say. You know what I heard you say? That the holidays can be kind of stressful and you've got income going out. What if I showed you how to bring some income back into your family? Hear them, repeat what you're hearing, say it back to them, encourage them, and give them some hope. Deliver them some hope with Arbonne, right? Number 5 was the overindulge on the negative side. So number 5, why don't you delay your gratification? Isn't it so much sweeter? Every time. It's so much better. Make the reward sweeter. For the bigger the obstacle, the bigger you celebrate, maybe the bigger the reward, that's fine. But I will also tell you, celebrate every single small step. However you need to do that. Sometimes it's a happy dance. Sometimes it's 10 minutes of Pinterest. Sometimes it's going to be getting your nails done. Like, you have to celebrate that stuff to have time to know, okay, when I work hard, I get to reward myself. Whatever that is. Maybe you watch an episode of whatever it is, okay? So delay your gratification instead of overindulging right away. As soon as you get off a 30-day program, we all know we're supposed to reintegrate slowly. Do it. Don't just overindulge right away. It's not worth it. You'll be in the bathroom, okay? But think of that in lots of areas of your life too. That'll help with that scarcity mindset. Delay your gratification, but notice the good stuff along the way. Noticing that good stuff along the way really makes you grateful. The last thing, and this is number 6, so you get an extra bonus one on this one, is I want you to start practicing writing down your gratitude daily. Number 6, write down your gratitude daily. Guys, if you want to see your life change, I mean, it is the month of gratitude. It's Thanksgiving month, but man, do it anyway. Take 30 days to write down some gratitude. I'm going to read from Philippians 4. This is verse 6 and 7. So Philippians 4, verse 6 and 7. So perfect for this. Guys, do not be anxious about anything, because a scarcity mindset is anxious, is it not? Scarcity mindset is always anxious, heart's racing, you're closed off, you're in your own head. That's scarcity mindset. Okay, this is so perfect for me right now. But in every situation, doesn't matter what it is, good or bad, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So here's the deal. What they're saying is, you're believing for something different in your life. That's why you're all in Arbonne. Pray thanksgiving over that, as in, He's already done it. It's already done. Guys, that one tiny act alone is faith. It's a big chunk of faith that you're showing up to God saying, okay, I believe you for more. I believe that you'll do this. I believe that you put this in my path for a reason, and you will do this, and it's done. And I'm thanking you for it. Instead of praying for it and desperate for it, I'm thanking you for it, that it's done. Okay? And then it says, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Guys, Here's the deal. That scarcity, that stinking thinking, that scarcity mindset isn't from him at all. He didn't give you that. He didn't give you that. You have an abundant mindset. That's from him. Someone who can do exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ask or think or imagine, right? That's who it came from. He's in you. So that's what I'm saying about Philippians there, and going back to writing down your daily gratitude, praying thanksgiving over it. Guys, that's going to change that scarcity thinking to thinking, oh, I'm the only one doing this, or I'm the only one who doesn't have 5, or I can't be like that. Guys, it'll change it for you, but you have to practice it, and it has to be daily, because his mercies are new every morning. Your practice has to be daily. It has to be new every day, every morning. Practice that every night. Go to bed being grateful for that. Change what you're telling yourself so you don't have to battle that scarcity mindset, because it really does. It stops you from serving people, period. And that's what you were called to Arbonne to do. That's why you're here. It's not, yes, sure, it's going to be to help pay the family's bills. It's going to be to help change some lives, but it's genuinely, you're here to serve. And I want you to remember that. And I want you to stand on that. I'm a servant in this industry. I'm a servant in this industry. We are so different than every single other industry out there, every single other network marketing company, even every single other leg in Arbonne. Guys, we're very different. And it's because we have a service mindset. And those who serve first receive abundantly, and we're not even trying to. So go out there and put your heart into it, and don't be scared. Don't have that scarcity mindset, because it's only going to serve you, and actually doesn't serve you at all. It makes you anxious and frustrated and feel miserable, and you don't want to be there. Okay. So anyway, that's how I was wrapping up tonight with scarcity mindset. I hope you guys got to take some notes on that. I took my own notes, so I have them saved for later, because I really liked that 5 signs of a scarce mindset. It's got me thinking. It's got my wheel spinning. Nancy, thank you so much again for sharing. We all loved hearing your story. I'm really glad this was recorded. So if you're watching the recording, thank you for doing that. And we'll talk to you guys very soon, hopefully this weekend. Bye.